Hello, hello, hello. See, this is working. Gotta make sure the audio is straight. See, this is working. Okay, so I'm just straight. I think y'all can hear me. Alright, I'm gonna start doing his hair. I feel like I made her curls too big too. Her curls look too big, kinda. Alright, let's get started. I should put on my art gloves so my fingers, well, my hands glide easily on this tablet because it's so hard to like work on this tablet. I need another glove. Should invest in another glove. Okay. I seen that they like sell like the skull one, which looks kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Put this out the way. Alright. No, I feel like those curls are too big for her. I don't know. They look just right, but they look too big. Like, I don't know. Let me see. Let's make it a little bit slimmer-ish. Oh, hello. Thanks for joining the stream today. Just working on some hair. Oh, thank you. Let's see. I want to look at some like videos because I like somebody talking in the background. I might watch like August Duck for a minute. I probably missed some like old videos because I haven't been on YouTube for a while. So let me see if I missed his videos. I think oh well, I'll watch this, I guess.
I'm working towards becoming a certified teacher, and as someone who works no longer in the US, and I'm not sure how much I can say, but I can say this situation is. Stay tuned. Guys, I got pretty sick earlier this week, which is why I haven't uploaded in like 3 or 4 days. So, please pray for me. Don't know if the bills are getting paid this month. But I filmed the majority of this video like right before I got sick. I was kind of concerned that by the time I got back, like this topic would just not be relevant anymore. But earlier today,
What if it's true that if you stay inside too long, you get sick? The more you stay inside your house, the more you get sick because you're not putting yourself out into the elements. I feel like that might be true. Some people need to touch grass. They really be meaning that. Like, you really need to go touch grass because your body gets used to like being inside all the time. It's like an inside dog, which should be outside, you know? Because you gotta let them be exposed to like their natural like habitat and stuff, so they won't get as sick as much. It builds like immunity. I know that's one thing that's true. What characters are these? Oh, these are I think they're like centaurs ish, but it's in my version. They're not like I don't think they look like what people depict centaurs to look like. They're in my like the way I draw them.
Things happening to them because of these delusions. So many have been getting knocked out on stream, said, hey, you've got to face reality. And these guys have to face reality. It doesn't seem to turn out too much. So we're going to be looking at this clip where he gets knocked out, and then we're going to be looking at some of his other clips that have gone viral.
I'm
And
sorry
so
if I
have
sound
you
kind
ever
of
seen
nasally
anybody
because
talk about this guy? And,
touching
have you
grass
ever
is
heard
hard.
of the videos that I've
So
made on Facebook
my
recently?
allergies are like
Because
bothering me.
it seems like all these guys follow pretty much the same formula, and it's just kind of funny to watch it go down in real time. You'll see. Yeah. Okay, so this
I
is
hate
the
when people
moment
use the
on
word,
what's
oh,
happening.
they're
Most of the
racist. Like,
places I've seen this clip,
bro,
it's
do you really
usually
know that
just
person before
like
you
the
start
10
shouting words
seconds
like
where he
that?
runs up on this
You
woman
need to be
and then
careful
gets
with
knocked
that.
out. A lot of people haven't included what
You
happened
can't
right
just say
before
that
it,
shit
which
out
is
loud
this
and not
woman confronting
know if they
Andrew
really
Jennings for
like
being
that.
racist because, I mean, he is. All of these look smackster guys seem to be. It's kind of fucked. And whatever sad
Oh, you
order he
do?
has next to him right here is saying it's
I only
just
have like
gesturing. He's
two
a good guy.
vampires.
Yeah, I feel like consuming this kind of content literally rots your brain in real time, but we'll push forward.
I remember when I was a kid, I thought vampires was so cool. I just love vampires. I used to make like half of my characters being vampires and stuff because I thought it was cool. I mean, it's still cool, but I don't draw vampires as much as I used to.
Still don't know what that means. But why does it seem like nobody in this video is like there? You know what I mean? Do you just go get fucked up outside of the Hungry Jacks in Australia? Is that what you do? Like, I don't really understand why nobody in this stream is able to have a conversation. Something bad is happening outside of the Hungry Jacks.
Bro, everybody's like against him, bro. Just walk away. Bro,
Anywhere I've seen this clip being discussed, what we're seeing right here has been left out. Personally, I'm of the opinion that unless somebody is like actively threatening you, words should probably not lead to violence. And I say
exactly.
that as a person who a slur does not exist for, which I think is an important thing to consider here. I can't really understand what it's like to be called a slur because one doesn't exist for me. So I have no clue if I was in that position how that would
Exactly.
make me
Me
feel.
too.
With that being said, can I understand
Me
why
too.
this lady might want to confront Andrew Jennings
I
in this
plan
manner?
to make a
Absolutely. That
show
doesn't
or a
justify it. At
book
least
with my
not
vampire
legally.
characters.
Morally, that's going to
Oh,
be up to
okay.
you.
You should
You
go for
can't
it.
just start slapping somebody because you don't like the things they say, at least not in the eyes of the law. Basically, what I'm trying to say here is nobody in this clip is in the right. I've been seeing this framed as like, oh, Andrew Jennings wanted to push a woman. Yeah, he might have, but I don't think it's a coincidence that the woman he decided to push was actively trying to punch him in the face like 30 seconds before it happened. So there's already plenty of real reasons to not platform dudes like this. When you start muddying the waters with things that aren't really all that true and are not presented in good faith, all you're doing is giving the supporters of guys like this reasons to believe that all of the criticisms against them are bullshit.
I don't want to add too many baby hairs because it'll mess it up. It'll mess it up.
This dude's 25, by the way. I don't know if I've mentioned that yet. Doesn't that just make you sad? Like, seriously. you turn 18. But like egging somebody on who's trying to beat your ass in what I think is the Australian equivalent of a Burger King, while a group of what appears to be 17-year-olds surround
Wait,
you,
hold on. That's the wrong
antagonizing
brush.
everybody further.
I
It's
need to
like, what
blend.
are you doing, dude? I feel like
What they got?
fast food
Arch pencil
shenanigans
making
with
do? How
the
that
boys
blends?
of this manner should
Oh,
end
that
a
blends kind of
little
good.
earlier than 25, but maybe I'm just boring.
Look like a change color though.
Okay, so unfortunately, I do have to admit that stuff like saying the word maxing after everything, ironically using the term mog, stuff like that has slipped into my vocabulary. But I seriously cannot fathom talking like this, unironically. Like you're talking about a real life human being, you're saying a sub 3 tried to mog you? It's gotta be exhausting having your mind set on this kind of mode 24/7. Okay, so, I mean, like, why he felt the need to do this, who can really say? I'm sure that some illicit substances were involved. But it's like, if you wanted to push this person, why not just do it when they were, like, actively trying to slap you? Because then at least it's reasonable, pushing somebody off of you who's trying to hit you. But just injecting yourself into this fight? Seriously, what the fuck's going on in Australia? This is the face of a man who just learned what it feels like to be knocked out. Now, I wasn't able to find the full stream to confirm this because, like I mentioned, he was banned off of Kick shortly after this happened. But apparently, the guy who knocked him out, like him and his friends, were messing with Androgenic the entire stream. So it kind of seems like he was just waiting for an opportunity or like an excuse to hit this guy. Again, I don't think anybody in this clip is really in the right, nor does
No,
anybody
they shouldn't
exist
be
in
putting
this
hands
clip
on
that I
people.
want to be in the same room as.
Even though you
Anyways,
hate
I
somebody, you
mentioned
shouldn't
it earlier
put
after
your
this
hand
clip
on them.
went viral.
Like that's
Things
just
get petty
basic
right here on
common
Andrew Jenny's
respect.
TikTok. Don't really know how to explain it other than just showing you. Okay, listen, I just got banned on Kick after the entire night. I've tried raising my license plate on every single fucking person. Everyone comes up to me positive. That's not real. Everyone's just projecting energy. Then you're telling me that record was flat between two men. I tried to save someone and he did. And I get banned on Kick. I'm just trying to spread positivity as much as possible. This is such fucking bullshit. Okay, so I feel like that might not be the most accurate way to describe what happened on the stream. I don't think you were really trying to save a poor woman. I think you just wanted to push over the lady that you had been calling a sub 3 ball sack like 30 seconds prior, if I remember correctly. Also, it feels a little bit disingenuous to me to be like, oh, I was just out there spreading positivity and not say, right up until the moment that I helped instigate the brawl. But honestly, I am kind of surprised that he was banned off of Kick for this. I feel like in comparison to other things we've seen go down on Kick without any sort of punishment, this is like nothing. I'm no longer in the US, and I'm not sure how much I can say, but I can say this situation is fucked. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure as to what the motivation is for doing the whole like Hugh Jackman playing Wolverine voice. I think this is what he tries to pass off as like his natural real voice, but just from watching that stream for a minute, you can tell that it is definitely not. After he got knocked out, his real voice definitely came out. But not to look too far into his stupid TikTok, but it must get pretty damn tiring living like this, where like every single aspect of your life, every waking moment has to be fake. Just living the most contrived existence you can possibly imagine. It's actually kind of sad. You can tell that these guys think that this might actually end up making them happy one day. I'm in disbelief that I come on here and I see people making fucking jokes about me being kicked out of a country. You think that's funny? Well, show you what's funny, you little diabolical cunt. So, at this point, I can't tell if this is supposed to be a joke or not. You'd think surely it has to be a bit, but at the same time, these dudes really do take themselves seriously. And I don't know, I guess I'm just kind of curious to see where all these guys end up once the whole looks maxing trend is over, because eventually it will die out. Nothing really lasts on the internet anymore. It seems like these days, no trend can stay alive for more than 6 months. So I'm just curious to see what's going to happen to these guys when nobody really cares for the whole looks maxing circus anymore, because I feel like that's at least half the viewership. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? So, like I said, it's really hard to believe that this isn't all just one big bit, but eventually, at some point, you've just got to stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. When a person acts like this 24/7 and clearly wants to be viewed this way, it's like, What, dude? He's just looking at you. He's a baby. He doesn't get his face. Don't move her face. Come on, Sam, get your point up. It's been so long since we've talked about like a real life celebrity get themselves into drama that I kind of forgot what it felt like. I'm so used to having to research like micro influencers. It was kind of nice to be able to type a name into Google and not have to be like, hey buddy, do we need to call someone? You just typed in something that doesn't exist. Ladies and gentlemen, we've ascended. We finally trauma maxed enough that we were able to step out of our comfort zone, out of the world of silly internet drama, influencer drama, stuff that doesn't really mean anything in the grand scheme, into the world of real celebrity drama that also means nothing in the grand scheme. Are you proud of it? Recently, Chapel Roan, one of the biggest artists of the last year or so, has found herself in a bit of a pickle. If you haven't heard, which if you're watching this video, I'm going to assume that you either have no idea what I'm talking about or you know exactly what I'm talking about, every single last detail, and you are waiting patiently to decide whether or not to leave a nasty comment based off how I discuss this. I appreciate the patience. Basically, though, just to get you up to speed before we go through all the fine details, 2 days ago, a famous soccer player named Jorginho went onto Instagram and made a claim that while his 11-year-old stepdaughter was staying at a hotel for Lollapalooza,
Ouch.
while she was eating breakfast, she saw somebody walk past her that she thought was Chapel Roan. The kid knew that Chapel Roan was performing at Lollapalooza. She got excited and she wanted to see if it was actually Chapel Roan. So apparently the kid got up and walked past the singer's table, looked to see if it was her. After she walked past, she went back to her table and sat back down with her mom. Now apparently what followed after this was a security guard approached the table and told the mother and told the daughter that she should not be allowed to disrespect and harass people and threatened to file a complaint with the hotel. This obviously led to the girl getting upset, and I'm assuming that is what led her stepdad to make this Instagram post. Now, there are a lot of sides to that story that have already been made public. Chapel Roan has released a response video, the mother has released one, but before any of that happens, in response to this Instagram story post, the mayor of Rio banned Chapel Roan from ever performing in his city. He said that as long as I'm in charge of our city, this young lady, and he tagged Chapel Roan,
So we
will
just
never
go,
perform at
not
Rio
saying children
Unknown in
lie,
Rio, which is like a
but
big
some kids, they
serious
do some
giant
crazy
music
shit.
festival
And
set in North Korea, and
so
this is
you will
happening to
believe that.
blow this up and to
Like,
jump this big giant shit show, and
like
the
some people
internet
with their
seems to
kids,
have been divided. And
their
the
kids be
only
saying
reason
some
for
shit,
that is
bro. I mean,
obviously
I
Chapel
witnessed
Roan's
it
long history
firsthand.
of being so
Kids be
vocal
cursing
about
and all that,
having
like
his
they
favorite
grown, bro.
paparazzi.
And
Personally,
it's
I
like,
think there's absolutely nothing wrong with
it
life
was
being
like, it
fed
just
first.
sounds
What
like a
reason
girl that
should
didn't
you
want to take
really follow
responsibility of what
suit?
she
So I
said to
post this
Chaperone.
video
That's
because
what
I
it
think
sounds
that
like.
it like invades your life and ruin your
And
day.
then when
Do you
somebody
accept
says
that
something about your
authority in
child
the
acting a
bedroom? And do you
fool,
think,
then
you
it's a
guys know I'm
problem.
always preaching about how
But
fucked up
they should know how their
heterosexual
kids are.
relationships
Like,
get. So
bro,
I'm not going to be one of the idiots
come
who
on
like
now.
is
If
like,
you know your
oh,
kid is
she's a
bad as
alpha
hell,
male celebrity. She
like,
chose to
you
say which
should
means she
make
should
your
have no
child
custody of
apologize.
her.
Like, bro, because most likely your child did this shit.
Being like, oh, that's bullshit. But her being so open about how she doesn't really put up with a lot of the things that a lot of celebrities do is definitely skewing how people are perceiving this. But we'll get into that more later on. Right now, it's time to go through all this shit, starting with the Instagram post that started it all. Once we get into some stuff. All right, so here is the Instagram post from Jorginho. It's a lot, but I'll try to read fast. I went through a
That's why
very
as a celebrity, you
upsetting
should just start
situation with my
recording shit when
family
people come up to
where
you.
my
Because they be
wife
saying
was
some
at
crazy shit and then make
Lollapalooza
themselves look like a
celebrating
victim.
life
Oh,
after
no, you
birth.
ain't doing that
Really
shit to me.
excited. She even got excited because she was
You ain't doing
surprised
that
and wanted to
victimhood
show
Karen
the
shit.
others. Her
Bro,
name is
calm down.
Chapel Roan. By coincidence, they're staying in the same hotel as this artist. During breakfast, the artist walked past their table. My daughter, like any child, recognized her, got excited, and just wanted to make sure it was really her. And the worst part is she didn't even approach her. She simply walked past the singer's table, looked to confirm it was her, smiled, and went back to sit with her mom. She didn't say anything, didn't ask for anything. What happened next was completely disproportionate. A large security guard came over to their table while they were still having breakfast and began speaking in an extremely aggressive manner to both my wife and my daughter, saying that she shouldn't allow my daughter to disrespect or harass other people. Honestly, I don't know at what point simply walking past a table and looking to see if someone is there can be considered harassment. He even said that he would file a complaint against them at the hotel while my 11-year-old daughter was sitting there in tears. My daughter was extremely shaken and cried a lot. I've lived with football, public exposure, and well-known people for
But
many
people need to
years. I
stop
understand
treating these
very well
celebrities like
what the
they're like
standard
on
of
top of
what
the
my
board.
movie
When
there was
you know
all
you don't
that.
know
It
these
was
people,
just
they're
a
still
child
people at the
molester.
end
So
of the day.
it's sad to
And
see this
people need to
hypocrite,
stop
but
doing
for
that.
those who should
They're still
understand that
people.
world's
They're
fans,
not
at
just
the
because
end of
they
the
have a
day, they
celebrity
are
status don't mean
robots.
they're
We are
different
all
from
robots. I
regular
sincerely
human
hope this
beings.
serves as a moment of reflection. No one should have to go through this,
That's why I
especially with a
don't even,
child.
if I
Stay
see
tagged
somebody
Chapel
famous, I
Roan
wouldn't
again.
even approach
Same
them at
goes for
all.
fans who
I
may
will
not
see
be
them, but I wouldn't even
influencers.
approach
She's
them
not
because you just
super
don't,
effective.
you don't
But
know
it
those
helps a
people.
lot, and
Just
I
because they're
feel
a
like right
celebrity
now
status
is a
don't
good
mean you
time
know
to
them.
mention that unfortunately this is a
Like, come on
situation
now.
where we are going to
You
have
don't
to
know a single
make
thing
our
about me.
critical thinking skills because there's really no way
Like,
to
come on
not
now.
know what actually went down here. All of the accounts
It's
are
like I
kind of
don't know you,
conflicting. I
you
mean,
don't know
Chapel
me.
Roan herself says
That's how
she didn't
that's
know
how
the
shit it
singer,
go.
but also there
Just because I'm a like, just because she's a celebrity don't mean you should just go up
what
to
stands
people.
out to me is that everybody involved is famous. Like I said, the man making this post is a famous
To me,
soccer
that's just
player,
very
which is
unsafe. You
fact.
don't really know that
Like I
person.
mentioned, this is the child's stepdad. Her father is Jude Law.
People
So
would
I feel like it'd
genuinely,
be pretty safe
genuinely
to
be
say
walking
that
out
this
here
kid is well acquainted
thinking
with
they can just go up to
outsiders, which I think
somebody
is
because they got
makes me feel
status.
like she
And
could
no, no, a
probably be
single thing about that person.
considerably
Just because they just have
average.
status.
So
That's
for
all
that
they.
reason alone, this could
Just
be
cause that's why they go up to
I guess
them.
could also go the other way and check
That's the
out
only
the
reason why you go up to
non-celebrity
that
like
person. You don't know
side of
that
the
person
story
personally or
that
nothing.
like really went down, not really went out, and it's gonna get even harder to nail down once we look at Chaperone's video, which she posted on her Instagram story
You
shortly
need to stop
after
doing
all
that.
this hit the internet. But real quick, just wanted to
Start treating them
spill
like
some
they're regular
rumors because
people.
I'm all about getting down
Because
with
that's what
red
they are.
flags, baby. If you saw this post, it was fake. Okay, Chaperone never posted this to her story. It was
This
just
is, I
made up
think
to
that's
muddy
too
the
much.
waters.
No,
Nothing new. This
I need
was
like
her
a
actual response.
blonde. Let me see if I this close. Yes.
Okay, so really, I feel like so far this is pretty much lining up with the original Instagram story post that kind of detailed what happened. I mean, you're probably not going to notice everybody who walks past you, especially if you have security detail. But I say that because I've seen a lot of people say, like, oh, well, she says she didn't even notice a girl and her mom. How could this be true? Well, I mean, the guy originally said that the kid just walked past the table and that's all she did. So, I mean, really, they're kind of corroborating each other right now. The big thing is if Chapel decided to send the security guard over, which obviously from this account and the rest of this response, it would seem like she did not. Okay, so this is just how I'm perceiving it, and obviously I'm not claiming this to be fact. This is just kind of my hypothesis. The way that she's talking about the security guard, at least to me, it kind of seems like she's trying to talk around the fact that this is not her personal security, but it is still security that was working on her behalf. You know what I mean? Like, to me, there is a very big difference between what she said, which is that was not my personal security, and I did not ask him to do that, and just saying, I have no idea who that security guard was. I couldn't tell you why he did it. He's not working for me. However, I don't really think it makes all that big of a difference at the end of the day, and we'll talk about that here in a second, but I want to get through this first.
Shit, I ain't eat shit yet. These ads.
Okay, so that's that. And there's one more response to look at, like I mentioned earlier, and that's the mother's response. But looking at that one's going to kind of get us onto a different thing. I want to talk about these two stories and kind of where I land on them because I really don't think this is that big of a deal. And I feel like most people, if you look at it with like good intentions, not just a desire to get pissed off at somebody, you would probably and
Mm.
his daughter is also in the right to be upset about being treated that way. And at the same time, if Chaperone's account is accurate, she's not at fault here. And I mean, given the situation, given the setting, it makes total sense that a security guard that Chaperone is not familiar with would do something that she does not necessarily support. So I mean, really, I feel like a criticism should be falling on this bodyguard, which I haven't seen a whole lot of that, surprisingly. Walking up to an 11-year-old and saying you're being disrespectful and harassing somebody for walking past a table in a public space is ridiculous. And I'm kind of curious to see if anything more comes out about that and like who exactly this guy was, who he worked for, what he was doing, because that is kind of crazy work. Anyways, like I mentioned, there is one more side to this story, and that is the mother's. But I watched her entire response. It's over 6 minutes long, and personally, I don't really think there's that much value in looking at this response because, well, really, let me just show you. I don't know if it was her personal security guard, but he was with her, so that is all I know. Did she send him to do it? Again, I don't know. Look, I would like to hope not. So, would he do that if he didn't have that authority to do so? I don't know. If he does, then obviously that's a big problem because then he's representing her in a way that she doesn't want to be represented. So I think that's really important for her
And
to
mostly people
notice
ain't gonna want to hear her
because
like how she's.
if
They
she
want
didn't
the
send him,
negative aspect.
even if she
They
did
want to hear
send
what
him,
they want to
a
hear
lot of people said
because she can't
it's
speak on something she don't know. That's just
just
plain and simple. But people ain't gonna want to hear that. They don't want to hear that.
this
They
is
want to
not
hear
right.
oh
So
negative shit. People love drama.
she did not know, and
Like
maybe
come
she
on,
didn't
people
send the
love. They
security
crave
guard
it.
to do this. Okay, so
It's like
those
a
are just
drug.
a few snippets from the mother's response, and my issue with this response is that it doesn't really tell us anything new. It's
Yeah,
just
it
kind of
doesn't
repeating
because
exactly
that's
what we
how
said,
she
and
feels
it's
about it.
not really snipping
She
anything.
doesn't
She
know.
does that. It's basically just her saying, I don't know if this is true. I sure hope it's not, but boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be bad if it was the truth? And I feel like that's just kind of a shitty thing to do. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's a
one
shitty
thing to
thing to do
say,
because you
like,
want
hey,
the
here's
drama.
what happened,
Like,
here's
come
what
on,
we saw, and
dude, come on,
here's
really.
exactly what
You just want the
happened.
fucking drama,
But
bitch.
I mean, like, honestly,
Like, come on.
I think
It's a
that
shitty thing to
if
do
he
because she didn't
said
say
that
something
he
negative.
was
She doesn't
trying
know.
to create this, like, well, she said she didn't even see a kid supporting him. How do you explain the entire thing? I hope that's not the case, but wow, well, if you guys were saying this stuff
Yeah,
last night,
there goes the
I
negative things, the
don't
negative
know what
thoughts.
to think.
There it is.
Anyways, I'm sure
Come
you
on,
guys have
fam.
another, if another
You can
cool
see that shit
story
with
that you
flying
can share
colors if you know
or
people.
one that is just like, are we really
It's
making
like
these
a,
posts
a
for the
flag
views at this
waving
point? Sort
right
of
above my
feels like
fucking
where
head.
Gemma apologized, said she had nothing to do with it, and then basically are like,
People
well,
just
that
love to hear
might be the
negative shit.
truth. I sure hope it
They
is.
crave it,
And then you start posting
especially when
pictures
they're
of
like a
Gemma
talent that
members
love
celebrities
drama.
being like, wow, look how kind these
They'll try to
guys
make
are. It
something
just
that
seems like
is
we
very like
could be
nonchalant
treating
to
this
like
a
big and
lot.
huge.
And all I do know is that wherever
That's why I like
Gemma
drama
visits,
challenges, just to watch
everybody
people bullshit.
would end up getting mad for an entire city is kind of crazy work. Well, guys, what are your thoughts? Like I said, I think that this is a
Uh,
situation that is likely just
make sure
one
this video is
giant
fine.
misunderstanding, or really more so like a miscommunication. You know, I don't think the bodyguard like misinterpreted the 11-year-old girl as a real threat. I think he was just overreacting. I don't think there needs to be like a bad guy in this situation. I think that everybody, for the most part, probably has a right to feel the way that they do. You know, you're kind of fucking sick if you walk past the table of a celebrity that you really like and one of their bodyguards walked up to you and was like, hey, are you a terrorist or something? But also, if you get assigned security that you're not familiar with and they kind of do shit on their own, not really your fault. I'm interested to see what you guys think about all this. Like I said, this has been a very divisive topic, so I'm sure the comments will be very simple. Looking forward to it. See ya.
Mm-mm.
while she is hiding under 21
Oh, I
pet
should save it.
names. Now, the reason why she
I
keeps
should
coming up
save
to
it.
me is because I am writing two novels. And I hadn't really found my subgenres yet, but one is basically a biological thriller.
I feel
There's
like I should make
also
her lips a little pinkish.
another
Pinkish?
very semi-romanticy
It
thriller.
looks
Going across a few eras of
looks
my
dark.
world, my fantasy
Oh,
world.
come on,
If
Clip
you're
Studio.
interested in following third act
It's like
AI
lagging.
and
Cause
well,
it's
third
trying to
act, because
say,
that's where it is. Well,
please save my
third
RPs,
act,
bro.
alarms and such. When I put my high res card in, my high res card in, what was it alert? Anyway, so during my research, I found that she was pumping out books like this because I was searching like how would I market my book? How would I get my book out there? Could I use my YouTube audience in a way that maybe they would be interested in? However, I was doing just a lot of research. She kept coming up because of how she's making six figure salary and all this. And I was like, all right, I guess I've already put all of the folks that did know this, people's reaction is
It looks so fluffy.
she's very unpopular with authors and artists, and she's unpopular with the people that are her audience, which are a lot of AI writers or authors who want
Oh, I
her
didn't even see that
book.
little hair detail.
And I found it interesting because
I might.
she found
I
that,
might get rid of it.
oh my God, how did you do that? Let me get into that workflow. How long are you, all the words that I hate. And that's how I actually came across Writing with AI, which is a subreddit that you definitely need to look over because it is dang silly most of the time. So here's the subreddit in question, and they have a podcast. And I have been lurking over here for about an hour because I've been trying to get what people think about co-authors. So because she did a podcast with them a few days ago, and there's also like a lot of fear-based self-help. Like this subreddit does get those tips that I need motherfuckers. Like I'm gonna show you this one post that before we get back to vlogging, I gotta talk about this post. I won't read your book if you didn't use AI. I'm gonna read this all for you guys, but I'm gonna just let you guys wash your
Why
brain.
would people want AI
First of
stuff
all, not
anyway?
using AI
It's not
shouldn't
even
be
like human.
restricted to you. If you
Like,
truly care
bro,
about your craft,
I don't
which
know.
is excellent, this
Why would
tools
you
are
want something that's fake?
specifically to make your narrative the best it can be in
I
today's
don't care
world
about the
where this
misspellings of like
is
books and
a
stuff. That just tells me that a person wrote it, you know?
and I think it's
Like,
important too because
they
this
wrote it
is
out of
the
like
flip side.
what they
AI is
thought they
not
should go there.
perfect.
Like, of
However,
course they should like
it
auto check like
is no
spellings and
doubt
all that,
a
but
good thing.
it just
This
tells me
way,
that a
perception of
person
AI assisted
worked hard
writing
for this
is
book.
not wrong. But that's a misdiagnosis. The actual case is the lack of care put into the work. The New York Times recently profiled romance author Courtney Hart, who used AI to publish two of her novels in a single year across 21 pet names. She bragged about generating a full book in 45 minutes directly using AI. No, that's messed up. That's not writing, it's manufacturing. By the way, this is totally written with AI. So just give that a read. And the people watching this flashy content, the influencers, are imitating her. And they're the ones giving AI bad name. AI had a bad name already. It had a bad name.
Yeah, because it's
So
using other
there's
people's
just a
stuff.
front thing. I'm leaving that out of the
It's
conversation.
also
So you need to
taking
make
out
that
water.
distinction for you.
That's crazy.
Well, maybe I can't. We'll see. For the historical fiction novel I'm currently writing, it's set during the Spanish conquest of the Aztec Empire. I spent a full month doing background research on the Aztec history and culture, and that's with the help of AI. Yes, we wouldn't have been along without it, but it also wouldn't have been as thorough or as accurate.
Let me
AI
not
went deeper
forget to
and
put
speed up very simply and nicely.
cheese.
And the problem is, when you use AI to search, it will give you shit that does not make sense. It will literally forget why you read. And if I did not understand a book that you used AI to do all of that research, it literally would not have gotten to me. So
Yeah, because if you say something wrong, it will try to agree with you saying it is wrong. Like AI doesn't even know what it's doing.
but
That's why
here's
you
the
need to do
thing.
your own research.
If I didn't
Because it'll
actually
sit
sit
there and
down
agree
and
with
do the
you.
research, you're stupid. These tools made me a better writer too, catching all the small details that could slip through to publication. This way,
It would literally stroke your ego because
Unfortunately, it's
you want to be right,
in the past,
or
on a
like
platform. Then,
it
about
wants you to be
5
right.
chapters later, I refer to it as being on a platform. Small detail though readers pick up on. Then says the second source of backlash is fear. There's a lot of anxiety about AI impacting jobs and society, and rightfully so. But we can't let fear become the excuse for not adapting. I don't think people understand when, like, this is me. I don't think people understand when you hear somebody talk about you need to adapt to AI. You truly don't, because
You don't have to if you
sure,
don't want
you
to.
can do that, but you don't need
You
to.
have a
I would
choice.
say that if
There's a
you're working in an
choice.
office, there's probably some AI uses in office. My husband also has AI in his office. A lot of jobs have AI in the office, or things that you need to do with AI in general. And people aren't going to need to adapt because this is something that's being implemented in the workplace already. Even if it's not helpful, it's being implemented. So most people don't need to adapt because it's already there. It's already at work. You already know how to prompt. So the thing is a lot of other AI stuff, especially if it was being like a problem that was already solved. If you needed to do research, you literally did research on your own. Now you ask AI to do it for you, and it gives you that result. So then now you go double check and see if those results are good. But before, you really had to do super deep double checking because you just had Google. Just use Google. It give you something. You would cross check
I don't know.
before
I feel like
because
there's a little muffled state. Ain't
you
doing
know,
justice.
you
It
ask
need to be
AI,
bigger or something.
AI gives you something. And then you look at all the things they haven't to see if those things
Maybe
are
because
good.
I'm missing the
And
texture.
those are
Maybe
good because they
I'm
understand
missing
things
something.
inside of you. We're doing the same thing, but taking the wrong way around. Anyway, my background is in software engineering. I've been programming since I was
Yeah, I'm
8 years
missing the
old.
ruffles. I
The
see it.
skill that I've honed over decades is deeply programming. Okay, I understand that. I've watched LLMs surpass me. Every other software engineer I've talked to says the same thing. It's scary, but it's also okay. Okay, for you, it's okay for you. You don't care. But the general populace now does care about what this is going to look like. I've talked to the other software, and now coding isn't the same thing as practical emphasis. And the parallel of shifting our focus from the mind to the bigger picture applies to so many things. Anyway, listen, the fear is what produced the anxiety of the shy real snowball. And you guys probably have already watched that video about the shy real snowball if you're featured kids. But if you haven't, I will be putting a video on the screen, so feel free to go watch that. For anyone who missed it, Shy Girl is a self-published horror novel about me about and became a number one teen sensation. Yeah, Shy Girl, because Shy was afraid. And I'm totally okay in those mixed ways that those are us. Really are going to approach them with evidence that it was AI generated. It was cold within the day. Denied using AI to write it, claiming a freelance editor had introduced AI text without her knowledge. And if you guys watched my video on
How can you
Tiny,
claim knowledge on a book
you know
that
Google
you put
mirrors damage
AI into?
and she can just make another
Like that just
video
tells me you're not
about
smart enough to
science
think for
that's
your
not
own self. Like
actually
you're not smart enough at
correct.
all. You're not smart. If you think you're smart,
About
that's
coding
just delusion.
writing
Because you're using AI to
shy
like
girl
figure
that
out
really
like
thought things were going to be
it's
different.
like you got a crutch,
She says
like you're
that she
special.
learned
That's what
such
you're using
things
AI
early
for
on
because
when
you
she was
don't
working
have
in
that.
toxic, really didn't want the heat. Calories, not quality control. Anyway,
Some people just use it because they're
at the
lazy.
same time, if you haven't watched my other video, I stated that the reason why nobody really looked over this book is because the book was already a sensation. Rewriting the book and re-editing it would do something to the novel. So nobody really looked at it. They just acquired it, thought it was a hot book, decided, yeah, we're going to republish it, and that's all they did. There's clear that no one went through. Ready to achieve your highest score and exam day. Choose eight. And like, they did line edit, but no copy editing, I believe they said. I'll be paying attention to which publishers value quality above all else rather than policing what tools their authors use. Those publishers will have the most hits and fewest misses in the coming years. In the flood of slop, readers are going to rely on the best publishers to put out the best stories. And the best publishers will be the one who care about writing. And at the end of the day, it's not the process. I'll be reading those books. Good for you. For my part, I'll keep building tools to help writers do their best work. Okay, so Carl Hart does something called writing to market and writing trends. And what that means is that she looks up the bestsellers
Ugh,
and she
I
rolls
hate
over
skirts.
twice, and we're gonna get to where she says something very interesting, and she uses herself as an editor and AI as an editor, and after two passes, she makes it ready to post. Now, the thing is she's kind of standing in as a publisher, like a publishing house, instead of an author. And I think that by doing this, obviously she's made a lot of money, but the sheer amount of slop that she's put out means that sure, people might not notice that it's AI because they don't know that she's making money, but she's making money because she's put out so many and is using the most popular things, all as if she's even plagiarizing because she doesn't even know because she's just pumping them out in 45 minutes. But I wanted to show you some things that she said from this podcast because she's kind of a villain. She's a villain. Now I'm gonna put on here. Listen, before we watch this, do not email Coral Heart. Do not go
Shh.
into writing with AI separated and all
What I
those
was barking.
people. Don't do that. That's rude. Don't do that.
Come here.
Okay? Don't do
Come
that.
here.
Okay.
Why are you making a noise? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. What you barking at? You my pretty girl. So, where you ball at?
It's never happened before, and it's not going to happen now. Yes. Okay, so I briefly want to touch on this. I do agree that businesses don't care about artists, don't care about authors. So the thing is she's kind of proving this business thing that she's doing is technically not something that can last forever because she's doing something that other people haven't done yet, and she's making a shit ton of money off of this work. Okay, now because she's able to do this, it's
Mm,
if the end result is that authors are no longer necessary, publishers are going to have a hard time. Publishers are just going to replace the authors and just have people in house do exactly what she's doing, pumping out 200 books a year, 300 books a year. They'll just have people just constantly looking at exactly what she's doing and doing it professionally. But I think that her problem and this subreddit's issue is that they believe that because they're using AI is just one new thing. I don't think it's a new thing because you can't separate it from what it is. You can't separate it from it being stolen people's work. And I think everybody kind of knows that. And people are going to use it anyway. But I think that there is value inherently in people who do it the hard way, like me, like other people. There is a spot for people who are, I know that like they're already putting out AI stuff, but I think there will be a place for people who have done the hard labor. Sure, you can generate your own novel in 45 minutes.
but you did
I
have
get it.
most of the work.
But are you
I
just
can
an AI
understand that.
editor at that point? Because from what I'm seeing, these are AI editors, and she's like, "Well, I'm a business. I'm not an author." She's literally saying, "I'm a business, not an author." I believe that Coral Heart is completely devoid of ideas. I would not call her an
That's what
author.
most of the people use
She's
AI for,
she's
ideas,
creative
because they
thinking,
can't think of nothing
and
else.
I believe even though
And I can
like I
understand that some people just don't have that brain capacity to think for
late
themselves. I can understand
I'm
that.
not like her. I believe
But
that
you
she's
got to start
completely
using
different,
your brain
and
more.
she's
That's what it says.
smart as
If your
fuck.
brain ain't
Very
coming out with
clear.
ideas, that's saying that
She's
you need to use your brain more.
intelligent.
Start doing
Very
some like
smart.
brain stuff, like
I think that
doing
right now
puzzles or something
those
like
two
that. Like
these two
work your
people
brain,
are
make it,
doing their best
natural that you
to
should be thinking about.
engage with her,
I mean,
and I
I
feel
know this. I
that
think it's like a medical thing
she's
to where
doing
people can't,
this. She's
they
doing
can't
the
use a
whole
side of their brain, right?
boss bitch
So I can
thing,
understand
and
that.
it's
Some
that's
people just
very
don't have that.
unsurprised to me because
But
I feel like she's not
I feel like you can
saying
have that if you
she's
just
not
work a little harder and just practice.
really is not
You
yet
know,
capable of writing
you can
a
reach
funny
anything.
book, but
Just like they
certainly
say,
capable of writing a funny
you
book.
can reach anything you put your mind to, right? So make it. Make it true.
capable of writing a book about how to use Claude code. It's capable of writing a book about any number of
That's
things
what
that
people
you
say all the
use
time.
the web for.
You can do anything.
So the
So that just tells me that you can literally do
is
anything.
the idea
You can think
for the
for
book.
yourself.
And
Shoot. People just choose not to think for themselves because they're kind of slow. That's why people as people as a think that's why they're getting slower and slower because they're not thinking for themselves.
I don't fully agree with her here.
I think
That
it's AI is really
she
mentally
is
taking draining people from thinking,
those books that she is talking about,
and people
because
they don't even notice it.
I
They don't
have
even
yet to
notice it.
see a decent writing with AI, like a book that is funny or interesting or things like that. Like what AI is
Look,
funny,
saving again.
it's funny
Clip
because
studio. I guess this might be a big old picture. Like it must be huge
it's
because it
it's
saves so
funny
hard.
because the thing was
It's not
funny
hard
back
saving like
when you're
my old drawing like this
and at the same
with
time,
Horse and his
I
daughter.
know that
But
these books that
it's
she's
saving hard as
probably
hell.
writing, she's probably grabbing styles
I
from
mean, it is a
those
big picture.
popular
This is like
authors all
76,
the time and
like
saying something
7,000 by
like,
like four, pretty
look,
much. And it's
this
like,
author
same as huge as
instead
hell.
of actually doing that, she's just, you know what I mean? Like, she's just taking from the most popular people to benefit herself. I think, personally, I think that's kind of evil. I don't know why I do, but it's the boss bitch mentality. It's the grift. She says that she's the grift. It's, to me, I perceive this as a kind of remnants. I believe this is a level of remnants. And I also wanted to go briefly over. Now, this guy doesn't write my book. I feel like he should at least. I feel like he had something interesting to say.
Okay, well, I would like to hear your opinion as well because I think maybe one of the reasons the subreddit
Mm,
is getting so so big is I think that one of the promises of AI is anybody can write, anybody. Now anybody can publish it. But I think what you're saying, without really saying it, is that anybody can generate words on a page. But if you don't know how to write, it's just words on paper. So it's not that the non-writers now have this, holy weapon. It's that the writers are actually the ones that benefit the most. Not
Okay, so I've heard this before when it comes to artists too. That the only people who benefit from using AI are people who are already masters at their craft. And for the most part, that is entirely true. I'm not saying that I approve of that. I am saying that in my experience talking to people and hearing that, there's professionals being forced to use AI, and a lot of people over in China are using AI in a lot of their games, and you don't even know that they are. It sounds like that the shortcut is for people who already can do the thing. That for people who are non-writers, people who have weak writing, people who don't read, and people who don't draw, this is going to be taking the long way around to do something that would be very easy. For example, I have a piece of art that I was in another Discord that was the paint Discord, and I posted one of my pieces of art, and I was talking about how, AI has not, this was a while ago, this was like probably 6 months ago. AI has not made it that I can just color my pieces and it looks good. I have to still do that. So this guy took my art and he put it into Google Gemini and he popped it back at me and he was like, "Look, it colored it. It did color it, but it still didn't color it good enough." But the thing is that if I was a different artist who didn't want to color my own work, I could just ask AI to do it. And it would just be a sketch phase. I don't even need to ink it. So it's really a shortcut for me
there's this thing me and my husband call the idea in your head. Okay? The idea in your head is something that people who have no creativity often will talk about this idea in
Yeah,
their
and
head.
they don't know how to
And
implement it into
they
like what they want to do. They
they
would just have that idea sit in their head and they wouldn't even know how to
sometimes
start.
draw
Start by
maps to
practicing and
think
like
that
it's
puts
so
the
stupid.
finishing the idea in their head. So instead, they do a lot of talking about the thing in their head. They don't
They
actually
don't do
tend
it.
to
That's
do
laziness.
it.
That's
So
pure
I have
laziness. That's what it
friends
is.
that have a book in their hand, and instead of putting together and learning how to write a good book
They put it right through
by
AI
the
because they
genre
can't
that
think
they
for
want,
themselves.
I'm
It's
going to
like
try to
mentally,
stop reading
like
seriously. I have to
it's
check in with
mentally
myself
crutching you.
and start
I don't want
giving
to say the other word,
like
but
clear
that's what it is.
signs that they incorporate before after to
It's giving you a
really
crutch, like making you
read
special.
the
That's what
genres
it's.
that
That's what it's doing.
they are interested in. They just tell people about them the idea of the book, and it will go on for hours and hours and hours. And I've known this person for a really long time. I've known them for longer than 5 years. He was my roommate. So this person is one of those people that's got a book in their head and they won't get it out because they're not interested in it. He writes so poorly that I don't think he would ever get the book in his head out because some of the
She's
reason
not putting the hard
why
work in.
the idea in your head never flourishes is because you
You don't
haven't
put the effort
taken
in.
the time out to learn how to craft the thing.
Exactly.
Because not every idea or whatever is in your head is even a good idea. And I'm not saying that to be cruel. I'm saying that in a way that is telling you that the original idea that you might have for XYZ is probably wrong. Like the only reason my fantasy world is any good is because I have stress tested it by writing in the world, even if it's small, but I've written in the world all the same. Because we can see what works, what doesn't. If your characters are weak, if the tropes are bad, you can't do that if you just talk about it forever. I have a whole thing on how to stop role playing and start writing. If you're one of those people, it's similar but not in the same way. Because Milo Winters had the problem of world building but not writing. Like didn't read, didn't really learn how to write that good, just decided to write. So for those of you who have the thing in your head, you have to actually interact with the thing that you want to happen. If you want to write a manga, you gotta read more manga. You want to write a book, read books in the genre you plan to write in. See how the stuff works out. If you decide that you want to write a romantasy, people want the characters to get together in the romantasy.
Yeah, it has to be a
Okay?
romance
If you
novel.
write a
Ugh.
fantasy book that has a horrific unaliving take place, you did your 3 years of disservice. You have to learn about the thing to do the thing. That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And I think that that's what this guy was kind of trying to say. Like you have to learn the craft better. Like the people who benefit from AI are the people who know the craft. I'm in this podcast. Laurel Hart says something interesting that goes, the layman storyteller. I don't know if she's meaning the book in their head type person or the person who is just a bad writer but has a good
How
story.
come I don't
Because I
understand
don't know
how this
if
dress
you
supposed to fit around her? Where's that was drawing it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Uh, hmm. Eh,
so maybe she might be going to a author or a writer and they're like ghost writing or they're taking the credit and the ghost writer is just writing for them. So I want you guys to hear this part where she's talking about her process. from your writing. And I feel that that is why she's made so much money, because there's no feeling and no emotions from her personally. Some people who have read my chapter from my thriller have said that they felt the jump scare in the first chapter. And that was because when I was writing after I watched a horror movie that kind of spooked me, and then I listened to spooky music, and I continued to write until I felt the scene had the right amount of fear in it, and that's why it comes across so well. I don't even know if I would even rewrite that chapter, because I felt I did so good on it. Maybe edit it down a little bit, but otherwise, I think it's good. There's also another part here. This is why I believe that this is kind of a grift, and she's only in it for the money. I don't believe that she's in it for the stories that she's generated or anything. This part here, oh my god, it just hits me in a place that I can't explain.
I talk acting like I like pretty things. I like possessing over really nice, weird men. And also ADHD. Reading the same book more than maybe 2 times is painfully boring for me. And I just get bored and I don't do it properly. So that's why that part of my process is in one go, is in one space, and I'm split to chapter by chapter. I wrote one. Is in one go, is in one space, and I'm split to chapter by chapter. I wrote one.
Okay, so she says that she doesn't want to even read her novels more than 2 times. That is crazy. That's crazy. You know how many times I've reread my novel? Oh my god, so many times. My one chapter that's released over on my Patreon, it's free for everybody, is 12 part. Please subscribe, by the way, so you guys get updates on everything. And because I'm just like a boomer, because I'm an AI, whatever. I reread that first chapter like 7 times at least, maybe 8 times. I don't remember how many times, but I know I did it. I did it a fair amount of times. I did my first pass. My husband said it was terrible. I got really upset about it, and then
Oh.
I rewrote it, and then I rewrote those parts, and then when all this stuff came out about the shy girl stuff, I ran my stuff through one of those AI detectors, and it came back with 25% AI. So I was like, no, 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 I can't have that. And I rewrote a whole portion that I really loved, because I couldn't tell. I mean, I wrote it myself. I couldn't literally even tell what parts of it sounded AI. So I just I just gave up, and I just left my work as it was after the fourth pass through of the same area having an issue. So I
Hmm.
wanted to show you this guy too. For him being a non-writer, I think he has, I guess, the passion of people in mind, because he does not see things the way that she does. In my perspective, he is more than welcome to come in the comments and comment himself. Okay.
But I don't think that that's what they think is making a living out of writing. And I think a lot of people have usually one of two things: either a particular story that they want to tell, or in many cases, a world, that many had potentially has a lot of stories in it. These are usually the two cases that I see. And I think that the process you're suggesting is like, it's really hard to have your story, your particular story with your process. Your process is your, in a sense, discovering the story. That's the process. From all your experience in doing what you do, what can you tell those people? Like, is AI going to help them? Is there a way that they can use this that's going to help them? What good? So, if you want to be an author to make a living, you have to write the stories that readers want to read, not the stories that you want to write. If you want to write the stories you want to write them, but manage your expectations when it comes to earning a living from them. Understand that the story that you love, the world that you love, may not be marketable, but also that markets change. So it may not be marketable right now, but in 6 months, that thing could be cool. So write it, and maybe hang on to it, and watch the market and release it at the right time. If you want to be an author that makes a living from writing, you cannot write when you want to write, because the books are not for you. I
It's
understand
for
what
the
you're saying,
people.
and I'm trying to manage their expectations. It's hard. Managing it's the secret of life, if you ask me. The expectation man.
Okay, I have to go on a little bit about this. So essentially, she is saying kind of like, I don't
Keep
know.
with the times,
It's
basically.
coming across
Because if you don't
as
like,
if
It's like posting on YouTube. You gotta stay with what everybody's talking about, because if you don't, you're just gonna fall behind.
Saying manage your expectations is really, that's not advice. That's not advice. So
But it's not good
you
advice,
gotta
because that's how you get burned out, because you're trying to keep up with
literally
everything else.
half the
I
video.
don't think that's also a
She
good
talks
thing to
about her
say,
process, which is
because
the
people
only
who
thing
will
she
take
wants to
that,
talk about, but not the
they'll
main
think that,
things.
oh, I have to
She has
keep
multiple
doing all this
courses,
just
as
to
they
keep
all
up
think
with
they do,
everybody else.
where she can
No, you
teach
don't.
you how to do this. Now,
You
for
don't have to do
people
anything.
who
You
are
can just do
not
what you're
trying to
doing
be
and be
slow,
fine with it.
that's, listen, I understand that writing with AI is slop, okay? I'm trying to have a nuanced discussion because even people who want to write with AI don't fucking like her, okay? We're talking about this person absolutely nobody likes. Even AI writers don't like her because she's grifting. Her advice is non-advice. It's advice for divorce your feelings from your manuscript.
Yeah,
Don't have
just
any
work
thoughts or feelings
aimlessly like a
about it.
robot.
Just generate
That's
and
basically
let
what
the AI
that's
take
what she's
over.
saying.
You're not here to be anything more than a slop producer. Just produce the slop. Produce the slop, damn it. And she's literally crazy to me. She's literally crazy because I can't even believe like someone like her could make so much money generating novels. But the thing is like I understand the writing to market because I got a little bit personal. Some of you guys know that I have a very, very rough past, and when after I watched this podcast, I was like, oh, I should go do some research, more research, because there was only one tidbit for those of us who are not interested in writing with AI. One of the best pieces of advice from the entire thing was do your research into your genre. So I did that, and I found that my genres are gold. So we'll have to see what happens. I'm gonna wait because I spiraled for the last 4 days over it. So we're gonna see what happens when I get closer to finishing both manuscripts. We'll see. After I get an edit pass, we'll see what happens. But she doesn't want to help people like AI better because she says, well, I'm being open about AI because I want people to normalize it. Meanwhile, she is using 21 pen names because she doesn't want to be found out, and several of her pen names have been found out. And I think she just wants the attention. I think she likes the attention because now she's getting podcasts and she's getting put on the New York Times and all that kind of stuff. So she's getting the attention she wanted. And everyone has, from what I'm seeing, everyone has kind of come to the conclusion that she's kind of terrible. And there's no way that you can make 200 books a year and all of them be bangers. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. I think she elevates herself because this is what she's chosen to do. My husband thinks that she has probably an AI addiction. Now that all she does is she uses AI daily. She wakes up at 2:30 in the morning from what I saw in the New York Times just to just use AI throughout the entire day. I just feel that because she doesn't even want to help the people in her own community. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, she's a whole different type of, I can't even say it. I feel like I can't even say what I'm feeling. But, okay, I got the word. She is nefarious and diabolical. This is a diabolical person. She
Oh,
can't even help her own community because of how selfish she is. And when whatever happens to hurt her grift has come to an end, I will be very, very happy to hear that she has to do something else, or maybe Amazon
I wouldn't say pray on
had to
somebody's
figure out
downfall. I
something.
wouldn't
But
say that.
now she also
I
does
wouldn't say
have
that.
some kind of an idea about her being called
You
a
just wish people
grifter
the best,
and
and just
so
like,
I want to show
you
you
just wish
guys
people the best
a
at the end
couple
of the
things
day,
here. It's not
you
gonna be
know,
on my
because
minisphere
you know,
account because
karma
this
really
post
runs
is on
through
minisphere,
my family,
which
and
is
I
near
just like,
Canada.
you have
Okay,
to be
so
very
don't
careful
go
what you
there.
say.
Damn it,
You have to be very, very
So
careful,
anyway, so
because you can say
how it's
things,
gonna
and
have
then
fun.
that
She's
that
going through
crap's
a
gonna come back to you
processes
one day.
to produce a book. This
Like,
person here goes,
hmm,
I'm an advocate
it's
for
gonna come
using
back to
AI.
you.
Don't get me wrong.
So I always wish people, the best. I don't never try to have bad intentions towards people because I just know it might come right back on me. So I'm like, let me be careful what I say type shit. Because karma in my family is real. Like, I'm not trying to, mess around with that stuff. But I try to be jolly and nice to people that I can, bro. So I'm not trying to get no bad look on my side.
Washing machine that you just dump an outline into and then it spits out your clothes off clean. Anyone with a lick of sense knows AI is going to go off the rails most of the time. Amazon will eventually put things in
I always
place to
wish people the
prevent
best,
slime
though.
from hitting the market.
I mean,
I
it's
say use AI like
just
a
being
gentleman.
like,
AI is like a
because
patty.
when you wish
AI
people
is
the
the
best,
guy in
even
Power
though they're
Tools.
being mean to
Just
you,
pull the trigger, you'll cut, maybe crooked deep.
it's
Maybe you hit a
like
place wrong, but if you hit it
you
carefully
still
enough,
gonna win the argument. If you that
yeah,
type to
I
like try
understand
to
why
win an argument, you
caregivers
still
love
gonna win the
selling
argument at the end
roommates.
because
They are gunning
they
for
gonna still think about
equipment
what you
and they
said at the end of the day.
disappear into the shadows.
Like, trust me,
They want
believe
the
they gonna still think
fantasy,
about
the
what you
nightmare,
said.
the pleasure without the pain, the benefits
You don't
with
fight fire with
the
fire. That's what
the
you just
benefits
don't do
without the
that.
drawbacks, the support without the challenge. As such, the bigger the fantasy, the bigger the nightmare will be. When Mark corrects in fantasy, use it correctly and stop teaching people to divorce their feelings and write books in one day. That is an irresponsible way to approach writing. If you care about the quality that the readers will get, then slow down. You are not winning any award for telling people that you pumped 200 books out. If anything, it just reveals that you're cutting corners, and the question is where? The answer is fairly obvious. So I'm assuming that this guy took one of her courses or watched one of them or whatever. It says, I guess this guy here was defending it, and he goes, I guess you didn't take one of her courses where she instructs people to divorce their feelings from the process and just trust the AI. So she might not publicly say it in her public interview, but I can assure you she says it in her teachings. And as for the editing, use common sense. No person is going to edit 200 books and publish them in 1 year without cutting a corner. Don't believe everything that is told to you. If you buy into the fantasy, you are going to be slapped by the nightmare on the other side. Again, 200 books can be done, 400, 1,000 can be done in a year, but that doesn't mean that they're any good or worth reading. I suggest that you take one of her courses and then decide for yourself if you think that's an approach to take with writing. And if it is, more power to you, but eventually life will balance out the slop that is getting put out there. I love AI and I think it's useful and I advocate for people to use it, but use common sense. There is no need to put out 200 books unless you're chasing the green, and that's eventually going to backfire on you. And it's just when, where, and how. And here's another one here. If the definition of author is by copy and paste definition, a writer of a book, article, and report, shouldn't it say AI author in the book in front of your name? Or where it says
Man,
written by,
first taking a
shouldn't that
minute.
say written by AI also? Because
Prayer,
that's super
loving
awesome.
prayer.
And it's this is where I got this.
I'm
This
torturing
person is
myself.
super smart. Successful as defined only by monetary return is disappointing. She has about 10 seconds to capitalize on this formula. Then she'll be out of a business. But more power to her for those 10 seconds. I'd rather write a book that will still be able to be read in 100 years. And this person actually says something that was basically the same thing. In the Google AdSense era when it came out, you had people automating the process of building websites with AdSense on it and then filling it with script content. I remember buying a course from somebody for $2,000 that could create 100 websites in a day filled with AdSense. Did I make money? Yep. Did it last? Nope. Eventually, Google decided the quality of the content mattered as their search engine was just full of slop. Amazon and other platforms will do the same. It's just when, where, and how. I say to people, slow down, write a book in a month, that's fast. Or every 2 months. Put out quality, not quantity. Read every chapter. Don't trust AI to edit for you.
Hmm.
And I'll just read my comments too. So she speaks like a publisher, not an author. She says reading her own books is boring after 2 reads. She's written to market with tropes, and that's all she's doing at speeds normal authors don't do. On top of that, I feel there is no way she is writing deep and meaningful books like the next Harry Potter or the Hunger Games. What she does have is a grift that works if you don't have a special project. She made herself a publishing house. She is no longer an author, in my opinion, and all her stories have left her. I appreciate that the other guy was trying to do some positives for people who have special ideas, but I think this is the but I think this way of working only works if you want to be a rich publisher and not if you have stories inside of you. The
I
real
start
use for
my day
information
close enough.
there's two points
I
of
still have to go back and
contact.
add all like the little soft
A detailed
brush
A
strokes and
detailed
stuff.
third,
But
you can
that's
use
how I want it.
any of our tools. You can try it for yourself and judge the outcome. Now, see, the thing is like, you know that I'm not going to do that. Maybe this person doesn't, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not, like, just try it for yourself and see what happens. Why would I fucking do that? This is cool. These stories are about babies. In addition, her message wasn't that you should learn from her or use her tools, but that's not true because she said, I use my tools now that we created in there in this podcast. She openly says that I couldn't do it myself, so I paid a bunch of coders to do it for me, and they did. So now I do that instead. And she sells a course. But if you want to make a living as a writer, you have to have the right expectations. We explicitly talked about her message a few times. Two, regarding the subreddit, this is absolutely 100% not the purpose of the subreddit. The purpose of the stub is to discuss everything related to creative writing and working with AI. We have wildly different philosophies. We're cordial to people who are working for a few years on one book using AI. We also allow panties in the
I
sub,
don't want
but
to
we
be
try
too
to keep
dark.
it simple.
I want to be
I suggest
soft
you
as
check it out.
possible.
It's extremely diverse.
If you put it too dark, it's too many freaking
I believe that the
lines.
sub is very small
It's too dark.
and has mostly people who there is a minority of people who want to grift. There's a majority there who want to finish their work using AI for whatever fucking reason. And then there's people who are like maybe a half and half kind of situation. In general, personally, I think that bringing divisive voices is the most interesting part of doing a podcast and discussing something new. I think it would be interesting to do a podcast with them. Like if they're really open to divisive topics and some stuff that goes against their grain of their thoughts. I wouldn't mind doing a podcast. I'm going to tag them in this video. I don't know if it's Fred, who's the older guy, or I don't know the younger guy's name, Yusuf. I feel like I'm just saying the WWE guy's name. I'm not sure. Are you this guy on the screen right now? But I don't know what a podcast with these two would be like, but I think it would be interesting because I think that. But before I go, hold on. Before I go into this further, you guys know me that even though I'm against I can have conversations with people who don't agree with me. And if you guys saw my video last week, the person, Master, if you want to watch that video, the AI bros hate me.
I like when
I
people
talked to
have
that
that
guy
thing
in
to where they
DMs,
can
and he
agree to
still
disagree
didn't
with
answer me.
somebody and
And
still
we
not have
had
no
a
like
normal
bad
discussion.
intentions towards that person.
Some of
I
you
think
AI
those are really
bros
smart people
believe
because
that
they know
what you
how
see
to
here,
talk to people.
where
People that
they're
don't know how to do
being
that, they're just
silly or
dumb.
being
They
stupid
don't know
or
how to talk to
being
people.
harsh
But
or
a person
anything
that
like that,
knows how to
really
do
difficult
that,
to talk
they're
to.
very smart.
It is in fact the opposite. I'm very easy to talk to if you can be respectful. I owe you nothing, but I am always willing to talk to people who want to talk to me. As long as you can understand that at some point I'm not interested in debating AI because that means that you're going to try to force me to change my opinion. I'm not here to change
You're
my
not here.
opinion.
You just hit a
I'm here to
debate.
make you change your opinion.
Exactly.
But I would like to understand each other. That is more important to me
Because
because
a
I
lot of
feel
people
like if
don't
we
do
can
that. I
understand
noticed
each
a lot
other,
of people don't
like
know how
I
to debate
feel personally
and feel
that
some
if
type of
we're
way
going to use
when
AI
you say certain things. Like it
to
shouldn't be
make a
like
part
that.
of
You
anything,
should have a
we should do
debate
it very
and
peacefully. And if you're open
still
and
be
honest
okay
about
with
it,
whatever
then
choice you
cool, we
pick.
can
Like
generate it with AI.
ain't nobody trying to change
Yes,
your mind.
I have heard her say in
Ugh.
other
Some people just
things
don't know how to talk to
that
people.
the ones where she admitted she
So
thinks AI
freaking
got
easy.
less money and less views, but you're pumping up 200 books a year, so it shouldn't matter, right? If she was really trying to do best for AI in quotations, she would admit every book that she wrote is AI. That's what I think. You guys are free to disagree with me, but you guys know that when I talk about AI, I try to keep a neutral, open mind to talking about it because what I don't want is I feel there is no place for uncivil discussion about this topic because it makes when I see a place like defending AI art and they're very vitriol and nasty and they're wanting
They
to
don't know how to
erase
talk to
all
people.
of humanity and everyone who's replaced and they have all these crazy ideas. That's not it. That's not it. And it's just I don't know.
It's just a test for sales and catastrophe. If you're bringing in real people to try it out for the first time, and you're showing something like the customer service, how long does this literally take to talk to them? This is so good.
I'm so hungry. Why do I never eat before streams? I'm so hungry.
So the guy from before said that he's contacts AI for divorce. He said, "Sorry, my friend, I'm very wondering what people are telling you. Two people have now told you, but what she said here versus what was actually in her courses is different. Take one from courses. A true objective goal is not a fantasy where you have only positives and no negatives or the scenario mentioned. You have both. So in this scenario, if courses appeal to your books, where is the challenge, the negatives, the downsides, and the drawbacks? I assure you there are some. Where are they? What form are they? And how they will show up? And will a person notice them? Those who have foresight ahead of time, wisdom of the ages, without the aging process, will mitigate all of that by slowing things down and taking their time and not treating this like fantasy. It doesn't mean that you can put out 12, it doesn't mean that you can't put out 12 books a year. Once a month is very doable, which is true, but 200 is just asking for trouble for the reader. It's like, again, the poor end of the stick. And this person here, I'm going to turn up my volume so you guys can see. And you do sound her. I think you know that. You literally called her a grifter. This Danny person. And if reader likes the books that they'll sell, if they don't, they'll think without a trace. Either way, people are entitled to choose their own path and decide the way to tell stories. Those who have foresight are probably keeping their eyes on your own work and doing what's right for them. Okay, Coral Heart. Okay. And they also commented to me, the person from before, not the main person, but the other person. Another author who gets it. Yes, the most important note from courses. She says divorce your feelings. Just let it do its thing and then publish. Eventually the publisher will have the books. The bullet in place to prevent this. Look at this person. No, 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 no. She is contributing to a flooding of the market with AI regurgitating, AI regurgitation and encouraging more to do it. It's difficult to swim through that. It's difficult to swim through that when we're looking for human crafted stories. We need disclaimers on literature that's AI generated so people can feel informed, so people can feel, so people can make informed decisions on what they choose to spend their precious time reading. This is not going to age well. And some random person said, would you prefer to read a well-written book crafted by AI or a mediocre book crafted by a human? And why do you read? I replied to this and I said, personally, a mediocre book written by a human. Individuals have a lot of different new ideas. AI is essentially being average. It's the average of everything. They're going to write a book. It will be the average. It will be the average book, the average experience. Because it is scrape the best books and you can go build me this and edit 200 books with slap and for what? She sounds like she's enjoying learning, not writing. Coral Heart is generally devoid of ideas. Now I did go over on Threads, and when I was over there, I was searching for if Coral Hearts, and I know people are searching for all of her pen names, and I saw some posts that I'm just going to go over. You guys can watch me draw while I talk about it. So this person named Legal Megan, sorry, it's a weird thing to say. She's a lawyer, and she says, where take feeding AI a prompt is a moving ticket to having a world that is legally fragile at best. I am Taylor. I'm an attorney, and I really deal with intellectual property AI every day. So let's talk about what this actually means for regular readers. The publisher note in Coral Heart released 200 novels generated with a perfect claw equals to one pen names, claiming that she can produce a book missing blank. Cool, but here's the legal reality. Most women are missing. Copyright in the U.S. requires human authorship. The Copyright Office has been clear since
Yeah, so if somebody
2018
copied it, she
that
can't
AI
get copyright
senses
rights
and
because she
knows
didn't do it.
and understands
She didn't write the
the
book.
writing, the structure, the expression, that output by itself is not copyrightable. Legally, prompts are treated more like instructions to a commissioned artist. You can say, write me a
You
romance
can't
novel,
copyright
and
something that you
AI
didn't make.
senses its space and
That
sees
makes
that
sense.
using
They should
words
have that as a
that
thing.
is protected
You
under
can't
human
copyright AI.
concessions
It's
prevents
simple as that
degrading
because
through
you
creative
didn't make it.
selections and arrangement. So,
It makes
substantial
common
human
sense. That's just
modifications to
straight common
AI
sense.
even raw AI-generated art themselves, those must be disclaimed if they're registered. Oh, and just because the platform lets you upload 200 books does not mean you can enforce copyright in all of them. Their protection only covers your original text, structure, human creative choices, not the machine output. And if you apply for protections that don't disclose AI generated through the Copyright Office can
me take this and draw another one and see how this is supposed to look.
Do read human revisions, keep drafts of versions history. Don't mark it handwritten as if it isn't equals. Oh, don't mark it as handwritten if it isn't. Be ready to explain what you actually authored. Write when it's necessary and possible. Yes. Guidance if you're interested may link to the copyright office. So I wanted to point out this post here, and it says romance is about to be seen 10 books worth of AI. Be shameless. Who's going to judge you? 200 books in a year. Who's going to win this race? If you hide AI, it sells just fine. These are her names. Coral Hart is a pen name. Sydney Marsh, another pen name. Plot Prose is the AI course. Casey Crown is a pen name. Lena McDonald. Sonia Rum Potty, Future Fiction Press, and its founder Elizabeth Ann West. Eventually, readers won't care. Bust. I'm a reader and I care. And there's another one here. It says I did the tiniest digging at Coral Hart of New York Times fame. Discovered that she also uses Robin Nash and Ashley Giano Caro. Jesus Christ. So on here, there's a few more. There's Barbara Hollis, Finley Ellis, Lana Corbin, Dana Winston, Zelda Quinn. That's more there. And right here, there is another thing where people are talking about her and her identities. Right here it says, going by Robin Nash as the founder, also known as Ashley Giano. I've seen also on some, there is Very Giano Caro, and she has too many books over on Goodreads. It says here both Nash and Giano Caro have a lot of co-writers listed, in addition to co-writing several books together. Suspect that some of them are just simply her pseudonyms and as a way of trying to pull her existing audience over to a new pen name. Yeah, Mary was referenced on the website as being a co-writer. She changed her name on social media to Ashley Roberts and locked her profile. So I also have this other idea. This person here, it says Aria Marie Miles, and it says build a sustainable career. There's no better place to be. But what I love at this person, they haven't written since 2019. So I believe this is also one of their pen names. So now that we've come to the close to the end of the video, I don't know. I've never seen, like, I know that AI grifting is a thing, but I have yet to see someone so blatantly doing it, and doing it in a way where even people in her own community want nothing to do with her and literally cannot even be on her side. Like, just a nefarious person. Like, I think that she, just watching the interview, which I think we should talk about, I think that she thinks that she's the smartest person in that room for having figured out the system that she's selling the course to people to learn. I think that when it comes to writing, you cannot divorce yourself from your books. I think that I know people are going to use AI because obviously there's a whole subreddit for it, but even Lena, I mean, I know other people have done videos like Coral Heart, but I just think she's probably the worst. She's probably the worst. I don't believe how any of those books got any kind of copyright protection, but most of the book is AI. Like, so much of it is just AI playing its part. She's just a crazy person. And I went to go look at how much that course costs based off of the podcast. It's $800 to sit and learn this book for people to learn these phrases. Why is it $800? I also learned from following from looking over on Writing with AI subreddit that a lot of people are selling tools. They're selling AI stuff. Like, they made a specific tool, they made a specific thing that you can do with AI, and they sell it for money. It is so strong that they have a mantra tool thread called Share Discover and Ask for AI writing tools to me. Like, I'm not lying. Like, they have so many tools that people are making to do whatever it is they want to do. 61 people commented here, posting their things that you can make. Usually most of these are based for free, but it's all language models, interpretations, and that's why I think that AI as it is right now
If nobody was getting paid from doing AI stuff, and but nobody would be doing it. Nobody would be doing it.
before it gets taken over. It's like NFTs. Here's I know the whole thing,
But
and
they're just only doing it for the money.
but NFTs are different than AI. No, they're not. It's different. This is another thing where AI hasn't found its uses yet, right? So people are using it to do fucking everything, and because of that, it's become like this. It's like a flood of bullshit, and now people are making courses and tools that you can use that they clearly have to pay for, that they clearly want you to pay for, so that that can fund their, like, honestly, this is what I believe. She has that, Coral Heart has that course, so she can push her writing onto another person, and when she has enough people in her publishing house, she's just going to be the president and not do any of the work once it's making enough money. It's very, it's just very ridiculous. That's my plan. I've looked over her Goodreads books, and they're, well, they're there. As you can see, this has a 1.37.
No, they don't even look like a thumb. Looks like a finger.
I'm working towards becoming a certified teacher, and as someone who works full time, sort of along with the study of medicine. This has a 1.37. She writes, obviously, this wizard, whatever, with her AIs, 108 pages. She's writing books that are typically not even that long to begin with. 100-page for a romanticy, that's literally so small. And a bunch of her books, people have downloaded them. When I saw this, she's this person and this person, and it's like,
Just gotta trust the process.
books coming into
I don't know what it
life.
look. I don't know what it look like once I finish it. It'll be fine.
Do you guys
But it has to see what the plate look like, bro.
she's doing? Do you think that she's
I feel like just
Amazon's gonna eventually do something
just
about it? Do you think
doing a round spirit
maybe she
thing.
do you think your paintings will come out
Doing a cake.
where she can start all over again from scratch? I wish,
Let me see.
I haven't found any good ways.
That cake is making me hungry.
Yeah, it's
I'm
she's
starving,
very, very
fam.
emotionally available. She really wants to continue the work as long as possible. I think that and I think that she'll continue to do it until it's no longer profitable. I would hope at some point she's pumping out, and you know what? Two of her pen names were in a list of, that were in that list. They were outed as using AI where the prompts were actually left in her books. So I feel that where the book is getting, where she's getting caught is probably in the quality of the novels. I feel that, like, I could probably be a person, like, if I did a line edit of, like, my book is, my biggest book right now is my zombie book. If I did, my biggest book right now is my biomedical warrior book. And if I did a line edit, I'm not a line editor, I'm not a very good editor, but if I did, I think I could sit through, I think I could do it all in one sitting. I think if I just got some music or I got a podcast or something, I could probably, I mean, I'm a pretty fast reader. I think I could get through it in the amount of time that she gets to rehearse. But no one here studies her, so whatever that is, right? And also, before you go, do you guys know the word? Do you guys know the word that I hate? I just really want to see how long some of you guys have been around paying attention. Anyway, see you next time. Bye.
She changed her hair again? Jesus. She always changing her hair, bro. Don't please don't send hate. The first photo is funny as fuck. Ain't no way they do that. Ain't no way they do that shit. It. Who starts a composition like that with stick figures? That's nah. I don't even start my stuff with stick figures, bruh. I don't even start my art stuff like that. I start off with like I guess I sometimes use the block method, but it's gonna have the character on it. It's not gonna look like a stick figure, bro. That is crazy. Just say you copied it, bro. Just say you can't use your imagination to draw it. Or you don't have good composition, bro. It's okay. It's okay, fam. Me as a kid, I used to copy, bro. But now look at me now. I don't even use the shit at all. I don't use it anymore. You just gotta work on your imagination. Because they don't understand the lighting, like why the light is there. Damn it. Oh my gosh. I'm about to get us in anyway. How long have I been on? I haven't been looking at the time at all. Oh, I got 10, 15, well, probably 20 minutes. I'll probably do this plate by the time I finish. This plate, bro. Wait, how big is it? Because I need a zombie to. It's like, oh damn, that's a huge fucking cake. Maybe stop cursing. Bro, this is so cute. Damn, that's gonna be a huge cake. Wait, hold on. Did I? Oh my gosh, I should have put that as its own layer, bro. Because the plate is too big. Hold on. The plate is too big. Damn it. I already done it. And it's crooked. Is it still crooked? Let's see. Nobody does that. Nobody starts their composition like that at all. Nobody starts a sketch like that. That's a weird style, I'll say, if they draw like that. That is super weird. You know, it
And
sounds like
those
Sims
guidelines
One
in the
music,
hair, those
bro.
guidelines in the cape for the scarf, for the wine glass, it's all just there. This is actually so freaking funny. Look, I feel like the art scammers, the people who scam, they try kind of hard to make it look legit, and this is probably the most effort I've seen in a fake sketch that has also completely deviated from the way a sketch actually looks like. Like, this looks like if you told somebody who had absolutely no knowledge of art whatsoever, you gave them this, right? Which this is the trace piece. You gave them this, and then you were like, yeah, reverse engineered art process for this. Like, this
That's
is
what they will come up with. Exactly.
now this other situation that went pretty viral, or it's getting a lot of views on Twitter, 2 million actually mentions. And this person writes, "Can you help me figure out if this is AI or not? Everybody
Well, that's cute.
illustrator drew this photo for us, but it feels a bit off somehow. Since AI art these days isn't that great, illustrator, did anybody please, I beg you? Now again, in determining whether something is AI or not,
That is
all
cute
of these
though. Is
sometimes
that
does
AI?
get a little bit tricky because there are human errors that may look
But I mean, the
AI,
hairlines.
right?
I don't know. They
Clearly
look
has
too invisible.
impressions, whatever. And sometimes
The
those
strokes
misreads
don't
can
look
be
like.
maybe
Mm-mm.
this looks a little bit damning. Here we only have one piece to go off of, so just take that with a grain of salt, right? We do have a little bit of oddities right away. The star for the earring is completely off. Like, this leg is completely distorted. And it's not one of those, like, the artist doesn't really know how to draw stars because there's one perfectly,
Yeah, I
normal,
for sure don't know how to
maybe
draw
kind of
straws.
decent stars.
I
He's
don't
like
know how to
smushy.
draw
This
stars,
one leg
bro.
was completely smushed here. There's also, again, like, dots and artifacts in places that are a bit odd. There's like a dot straight in the eye right here. Where sometimes, as an artist, you miss things. But this is probably one where, you would go back in and erase that before you deliver the final product to the client. We have, again, a black line over here. So, maybe we can pass this off as brush strokes left on the piece. And then you delve a little bit further.
How
And
do
then
you
we have
yellow
these
cake?
more oddities. It's a bit hard to
No, it's like a
explain.
certain
Like,
yellow.
the neck doesn't actually connect
Is
with
it
the
this
head.
yellow?
Every human makes mistakes. Sometimes you absolutely draw 6 fingers, but not connecting the neck to the head is a pretty big one. Not to mention, we have other things that don't connect. The headband doesn't fully connect. It cuts into the ear like this. The fluff of the ear doesn't even fully connect, nor does it fully connect here. And again, disconnected line work can be an aspect of an artist's art style, but this is just a straight mistake. The earrings also don't match. This one is more star. We have white that bled into the ear. This could be a coloring mistake. But again, the headband goes through the ear. You can see some of that up here. And then the irises don't match, which is again a big one. Another one, I know I talk about this a lot, but again, the ear anatomy is also incorrect. Maybe I'm just nitpicky because I
Let me
have a
make it a
lot
little
of
smaller.
things to quick over ear anatomy.
The cake
The
is too
ear
huge. Hold
anatomy is
on.
most definitely off because there's like 2 lines for the cartilage here. And again, maybe some people just draw like a stylized ear, but always a bit interesting to see that. And then again, we just have lines deviate. Okay, look at the hair before, look at it after. Honestly, that's not what I like to do. They can call you remove the frizz. I'm separating the hair from the section. I'm taking this deviating out of the hair that kind of just don't make sense. Other people like completely mock up the art, writing, sorry for saving a bit. This is a photo that is impossible for a human to draw. And I think the hair in the ear just doesn't make any sense no matter how you think about it. Even an average elementary school student wouldn't draw it that way because the ear and hair are not connected as one. That's something you can see here, where yeah, you can see here we have a
Wait,
strand of hair that
what?
connects into like the side of the head here, and then another vein that's kind of doing that as well. People are really
Wait,
zooming
I
in
don't see
on the
that.
star writing because the inconsistency in scale is too great. Something you can see here, where yeah, you can see here we have a strand of hair that connects into like the side of the head here, and then another vein that's kind of doing that as well. People are really zooming in on the star writing because the inconsistency in scale is
Wouldn't
too
people
great.
draw like that
People
for
also
real?
adding hair becoming flesh. Here we have the veins. Like, again, it like separates and then just disappears into the face. And people are adding, I think something's off here. I can't tell which part of the hair it is. Is it possible for one earring to be a star while the other is a straight line? If it's designed for the earring to be, it's very significant. Change this. You're talking again about this random strand of hair, and again this strand of hair here, and then the uneven hair. And other people again were talking about the fluff in the ear, and somebody put it in high where it's scored 99%, and confidence of being AI generated. So the person then adds, aha, so that's why I think you asked me to explain. And it's a conversation in Korean. So again, take into
I
account
don't know
when you
that thing
translate
that
different
people do.
like
They'll put somebody
linguistics
art
and
into the
dialects
AI
and
like to see if it's an AI or not. You don't think that's using their art piece to train AI? Like, I don't know why people think that's. It's still not a win-win situation. I feel like when you do that, it's still training AI because you're putting their art into it to see if it's AI or not. Like, come on now. I don't think people are thinking it that way. Maybe I don't know, but that's
I
what I
feel like
totally
that
think.
is the biggest one too, right? When like the artist literally cannot do the commission without you describing in detail. It's almost as if they took it, copy and pasted everything you said, and then
Yeah, because they're using their imagination like people should be doing.
Sometimes if you want to draw accurately to what the Pokemon actually looks like, you do need to look at the reference photo because otherwise style and stuff like that comes into play and you might not interpret what something looks like similarly. And because this is for like lead design, right, looking at the photo would be pretty important. And that's the thing too, because they got it pretty close. And now I'm looking at it again. I finally just noticed what they were talking about the ear. Is this supposed to be an ear? Is this supposed to be another one? Because I thought this was the hair. The whole time when people were talking about the ear, I thought they were referring to like maybe like
I
this
like to put
curvature
like
is
little
supposed to be
designs on the
wider
plates.
for ear.
On the
Is
plate, I
this
think that
whole
looks so
thing
cool.
supposed to be an ear? But that doesn't make sense because from this
I have to
perspective, unless the
figure out.
ear is
I might do
protruding,
that off
you really
camera because it
would
might be a
not see
long,
the
long
ear.
time
So
type
I'm
shit.
confused. Wait, I'm just curious your thoughts in the
Um,
comments. Do you think this is an ear or do you think this is supposed to be hair? It's a big sign it's AI, the fact that we can't tell. Because with humans, like you can tell that they were trying to make an ear or something. Like this is, I just cannot tell. So yeah, with that situation, the internet has publicly determined that this piece is AI generated. So what were your thoughts on it? It sucks this person, wanted to get a cool, or piece of their character. Donna's loving the sound of selling and her email vintage. Don't wear it, sell it.
From the moment we met, we went everywhere together.
number,
Nights out,
number.
vacation. Shit. Shit. Yo, what's good, chat, man? What's good, YouTube? Yo, man. Today's gonna be a crazy stream. A Pred pulled a knife out on a Pred catcher. We're gonna be watching that. We got a lot to talk about. Be sure to join in on the Twitch or the YouTube. Twitch is in my bio and in my story, or just join in on YouTube, man. We're gonna be live today. A lot of stuff to react to, a lot of stuff to talk about, haters, all of that, man. Make sure you guys join in. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Let me know if you guys are coming from IG or not, okay? Let me know if you guys are coming from IG. We'll see y'all soon. And bro, I gotta ship my boy Love. Nah, these Preds ain't in their weight class anymore. Yeah, no, they're not my weight class. Yo, Denki, sorry for breaking the bed, dog. Yo, chill. Denki, chill. Thank you for the 100. Yo, chill. Join in, chat. We'll see you guys soon. Yo. Thank you. Yo. I assume to be married, man. We can't make jokes like that.
I still don't know what I should have the
Can't
overlay
make jokes
as.
like that. That boy, okay, on it.
I still
Okay,
don't
I
know.
saw that. My guy. Make sure you guys are on Twitch. You guys hit that sub button, follow button. We're almost at 580,000 followers, man. Almost at 580,000 followers. Make sure you guys hit that follow. Now, let's get into the agenda. So a lot of things to talk about. So first, so you guys know Dad is against predators. The dudes that slap the Preds and stuff. A Pred brought out a butcher knife
Oh,
to one of their
oh
meetups, and
shit.
it was crazy, but to be expected, man. These are some of the most dangerous dudes out there.
Hmm.
So that happened. We also got this dude who says all I catch. This dude says all I catch is sub five Preds, meaning all I catch is dudes that are desperate. So basically saying I turn dudes into Preds. He made a response video to my video I posted yesterday. We also sadly have a woman who has 21 life sentences for producing CP of her own child and selling it.
What?
And we got other reacts to go through, man. Today's gonna be a good day, man. So sit back, relax. We got a lot of that. So chat, I say first up, let's go over this knife.
Okay, why are you still saving? Are you okay? Don't break on me now.
So let me pull up the knife situation.
Let's see. I still don't know what the overlay color should be. I like to put overlays on it to make it look pretty. Like it has a filter. Why is it acting so slow all of a sudden? Okay.
Let me see. Copy.
This.
Oh, we already got chat. Chat over here. Alright, chat, you guys like this? Do you guys like this? You let me know. Do y'all like it?
purple overlays. That's like nighttime when I use those. I don't know. I don't know what the overlay should look like. I still gotta work on like the background.
It's all good, though. I love you guys. Yo, what's good, YouTube, man? So, today I've been dreading capping finally, man. Dads Against Predators. This is probably one of the subgroups because there's other people that is part of that organization. You guys know Dads Against Predators. They're the guys that slap the Sonic coins out of Prince. And they
Sonic
caught
coins.
this dude. He was coming to meet a 14-year-old boy, but he didn't just bring condoms with him. He brought a knife with him, man.
Dangerous.
And luckily, I don't know if anything happened in this one. You guys remember I posted on my community tab a Pred picture of Cool. Right? He actually got stabbed by Pred. Hersey, pull up, or whoever's editing this video, pull up that picture here. So I've had Pred pictures that I modeled with and I'm cool with. That have Sal. His name is Sal. He got stabbed. Really bad injury, man. I would show you guys it, but like it's actually looking really bad. He sent me a picture. So anyway, man, let's watch this and I'll give my reaction. Let's see.
Wait, I can't see.
He has that secret. So I promise you guys, the whole reason why he brought that knife, just the fact that he even brought a knife to meet what he thought was a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's scary.
But the reason why he brought that knife is because he sees these dudes slapping Preds. You feel me? He sees these dudes slapping Preds. He sees what's going on, and he came prepared. He came prepared.
But why come prepared to something that you know you're doing wrong? Like that's so dumb. That's so dumb. If you don't want to get slapped, then don't fucking do it. Like that's so it's so simple.
Preds are more worried about beating up a Pred catcher now, just slapping him, or pulling up more arm. Where when we pull up, now we're putting ourselves in a more dangerous thing. I mean, it's always gonna be dangerous, but yeah, man, this is just horrible.
It's kind of funny because if you check my story, I got one friend. How beautiful is it? You see how that's funny?
So you don't need a boyfriend yet. You have a boyfriend, yet you can't meet a 14-year-old. What sense does that make? You
Mm.
have a boyfriend, but you can't meet a 14-year-old.
What's that got to do with the knife? What's that got to do with what's that got to do with your boyfriend? You found out. Yo, that nigga ain't fucking broken. Yo, let's just go there.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's why those people need to be put away for real. Something wrong with them.
See?
Like you think you have the right to do this? Like you really think you really have the right to do this?
Guns are not.
Stupid.
Chat. That's why we always go hard. I'm not gonna even lie, chat. The moment he stood up,
I think there'd be something mentally wrong with these people.
there would have been something wrong with him.
My sister knocked out a shoot. Everybody in this
Because the fact that you brought a knife to think you meeting a 14 or whatever how old he was, bro, that's crazy to me. Like, what you got going on, fam? You really need to go get some help. Like, really.
Hey, this white man right here, he must have some black ancestors. He heard that and he got up and he's skedaddling. He's not like, what's going on? Man, that's dope. He's picking up his meal. He's gonna go eat his happy meal somewhere else. Cool, man. Can't even. Bro, I need this full video. I need this full video, chat. Cause chat, can't he not go to jail just off of those threats?
Yes.
Saying that he was gonna kill everybody in there?
Yes.
Fred,
Let me keep a track of time. Oh, it's like 4 minutes. Okay.
Twitter, I'm looking on Twitter, man.
Let me see if I can do this table in the back.
The only thing that sucks is
I didn't want it like
they
this.
requiring that stuff.
I want it more like
Isn't that
I have to
premeditation?
see the perspective, like what I'm imagining. I'm gonna have to do
They
this
probably
right
want them
quick.
aggravated so they'll do it. I have to say, or if he actually murdered somebody, maybe like second degree murder. Damn. If one of y'all can find me the full video, please link that over to me, man. I gotta find out what happened. It's a group of dads against friends. That's crazy. Man, y'all, man, this is why I always ask you guys for prayers, bro.
Cause you dealing with crazy like for real. You dealing with crazy people. There's already something wrong with them. They going out after kids. Like, bro, there's already something wrong with them.
Oh yeah, so if he got threatened, then if he got arrested, then his mom should get arrested. Crip pulls out knife trying to beat 14-year-old. Man, that's wild. Knife.
That shit wild, fam.
I can't show you guys Twitter right now because you guys are gonna trip out. Y'all know exactly how Twitter be. Yo, you know what's funny? My clips editor, bro, this is actually hilarious. My clips editor is actually the one who.
I probably need to draw that. Trying to use shortcuts.
Yo. Alexa, what time is it in India? Alexa, what time is it in India?
Alexa just be getting yelled at. Alexa, stop.
Alexa, stop. You a legend. No, Dominic, thank you. Lover, I missed you yesterday. Look, great to see you back on stream. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the 10. Suffocates. Thank you for the 10, my man. Do you watch Kill Tony or Dr. Phil? I don't know. Thank you for the 20. And Xavier with the 20. I'm gonna be in every live, so expect me more. Can you share what you had for breakfast for us today? I actually had my food from last night. It was like a teriyaki pad thai meal stuffing.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
delicious.
I don't have the full video. When I get the full video, I'll let you guys know. What's good, bro? I've been watching you since I was 13. I'm 19 now. Have you ever considered going back to prank content? I used to love your pranks. You know what? Not really. Maybe like thinking about trolling and stuff like that. Yeah. You know, I still troll every now and then, you know? But like going back to pranks
That
all
prank
over
stuff
again.
ain't cool anymore. People take that shit seriously. They about to kill you over that shit. They be trying to kill somebody over playing a little prank.
Oh, Erica Kirk just said something about Drewski. Hold up. Wait, what'd she say?
In this culture we're living in, absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing
Ooh, how come like
into a moral
it looks
fine
crooked
line
when I flip it?
and here's what
Damn it.
truly, having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying above me.
But you know what's funny? That she didn't take it to a race point. Because if the roles was switched around, it would have been a whole debacle about why they did blackface or whatever and all this. You know. But I noticed that. I noticed that. Is it time for me to get off? Oh yeah, it is. It's been 2 hours, you guys. Thanks for whoever joined today, and I hope to see you in the next stream, and it'll be tomorrow, probably at 10 now, cause I have been getting up later, so I have to start doing it at like 10 a.m. So I'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. See you guys later.